I heard you're looking for some labor.
Look at that body there. Hello, Rey. I'm going to make you pay for what you've done.
I suggest kindly that you let go of me.
And I suggest less kindly that you come with me. You have no idea the trouble you are in. Hey! I'm not afraid of you. Half a Wookiee isn't much.
Originally, they were much more angry at each other, and truthfully, it wasn't working. Originally in this scene, Finn revealed that he was a stormtrooper. And in this scene, she had never heard of Luke Skywalker, which didn't really make sense, because later she's heard of Han Solo, and she's been wearing the Rebellion helmets. You just didn't quite buy it. So the idea was that her life was so isolated and so sad and so without hope that the most optimistic thing, Luke Skywalker himself, was nothing but a myth. And the idea is that Finn brings this hope to her. Also, this really fun concoction that Finn is lying to her, that his truth, that he's actually a stormtrooper, is being covered up with this lie about being with the Resistance.
I've never met a Resistance fighter.
Which allows for that great moment for Daisy to sort of fall for this guy who's this daring, brave, good man, but of course he's lying. And she's so lost in her own life that even when she hears the name Luke Skywalker here, she doesn't even believe it's real.
I thought he was a myth.
In this scene, she is drawn to this place, almost like Cinderella, and she goes to this box, which, when she opens, she discovers something that, of course, has no meaning to her. She's never seen this before, doesn't know what it is, but has meaning to the audience. Touching the lightsaber triggers what we called the force back. There were many iterations of this. In one, from this Cloud City corridor, she looked down and saw Vader fighting Luke, which we ended up cutting. We wanted it to be a more personal story, something that she couldn't comprehend, that was overwhelming to her, frightening to her, that was taking her through all these elemental experiences of fire, of rain, snow, wind, but also that she was being confronted with truths about the Force, about the past, the Knights of Ren here, the past for herself. She realizes the cries she heard were actually her own cries as a young girl being taken away from her family. And then she hears a voice, Rey, and that's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He was weak and foolish, like his father.
People have asked me if I think that Kylo Ren was just playing with him the whole time, if he meant to kill him from the beginning. And the truth is, I think that Kylo Ren in this moment is actually being convinced to walk away from this. Snoke is, as Han says, using him. And I think that somewhere Ben knows this.
You know it's true.
But I think that he can't accept it deep down. He has gone too far.
No, it's not.
We were working on this scene quite a bit, trying to find the right rhythm, and it was actually John Kasdan, Larry's son, who helped us with this, and I think really helped us get to a place where there was a lot of emotion, but also this sort of raw uncertainty of what was going to happen.
I want to be free of this pain.
Obviously, anytime two characters in Star Wars go out on an incredibly thin bridge 10 miles above the ground with no railings, it's not going to end well for one of them. I also showed this film, an early cut, to my friend Ava DuVernay, and she had a bunch of great suggestions. One of them was that she really wanted to see Daisy in her attack on Ren coming up to have one really cool moment. I'll show you the shot that we ended up getting. per her suggestion. But we always had this moment from when we shot it originally.
I could show you the ways of the Force.
And this used to be where she called him a monster and then pushed back. But instead, we reshot this and had her take this moment of hearing the Force and thinking about what Maz had told her about closing her eyes and letting it in. And so she has this incredibly internal moment that is sort of extended in kind of movie time, where she basically feels it, accepts it, and is now ready to kick his ass. So here's the shot that we got from the reshoots. This one here, ready? And that. Boom. It's a little thing, but it really connects you to her intensity.
Wow, so what did you think of that? Now, staying with Star Wars, for many of us, John Williams and his rousing scores are practically synonymous with the franchise. At 83 years old, the composer came back to contribute to The Force Awakens, but sadly, he will not work on any of the anthology movies. Consequently, we won't hear his soaring themes in Rogue One, making it the first Star Wars movie to hit theatres without a Williams score. Now, while he may be no John Williams, Gareth Edwards and company have found a strong replacement in Academy Award-winning composer Andrei Desplat. He and Edwards worked together on Godzilla, and there are few composers out there as celebrated as Desplat right now. He has received an Oscar for his work on Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel, and he was actually competing against himself in that race, as he was also nominated for his contribution to The Imitation Game. It'll be interesting to see if he puts his own unique stamp on Star Wars with Rogue One, or if he attempts to channel John Williams. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.